Hello and welcome to the Inner Game of Entrepreneurship podcast. I'm your host, Sarah. I am here today with our Taurus season reading for the collective, and I'm really excited about this reading. We have just come through this massive Aries portal. We had 7 planets in Aries. We had this huge push of initiatory energy. And the cards that we got for this Taurus season reading are really saying, it's time. All of the things that we've been trying to manifest, everything we've been trying to build, like it's really time for this to happen for all of us. I know I've felt a huge push of energy. A lot of people around me have had this feeling of like, we've been kind of stuck in the mud. Like we've been grinding, we've been working, we've been grinding, we've been working. We haven't really seen a lot of progress. And now all of a sudden through Aries season, there's this big whoosh of like, suddenly we're unstuck and we're moving forward. This Taurus season reading really confirms it. If you are new to these readings, I ask the same 6 questions in the same order at the beginning of each new astrological season. The cards have been pre-shuffled, pre-prayed over, and if you see me looking over here, it's because I have notes. I'm going to try not to go on too many tangents. Before I get into these cards, I want to invite you to a couple of things. The first is if you are established in your business, you're at 6 figures, and you know this next level that you're shooting for is scale. You want to go to 500K, you want to go to 1 million. I am hosting an event that I would love to see you at. It's on May 12th. It's called Scaling Simplified for Creative Baddie CEOs. It is pay what you want. You can come for free. You can come for $5. You can come for $500. You can pay what you want. You can sign yourself up for that at intuitiveedgecoaching.com/simplified. Scaling Simplified on May 12th. There will be a replay that will be available for 72 hours. If you are just getting started, you have not hit 6 figures yet, and that is your goal, I have a brand new small group 6-figure business accelerator program that is enrolling right now. The doors are closing. I only have, I think, 3 spots left, and we're starting the first week of May. If that is the place for you and you want to get in there, you will go to intuitiveedgecoaching.com/accelerator. So you're at 6 figures in scaling, come to Scaling Simplified, intuitiveedgecoaching.com/simplified. You're just getting started, you want to hit 6 figures, intuitiveedgecoaching.com/accelerator. Get in where you fit in. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. Now, with that being said, you're going to understand why those invitations are important as we get into these cards. So we start with the current situation always. What is going on right now? And the card that we got is what's already within you. You are just coming to realize right now that you're ready. You have everything you need right now in order to start the thing you've been wanting to start, in order to do the thing you've been wanting to do, in order to hit that next level, whatever it is that you've been in kind of like a proving ground for. You've been feeling for a really long time that you're not ready yet. Like you need to do more. You've got to do more training. You've got to do more research. You have to prepare more. You need to go get more certifications. You have to do something before you're going to be ready. You ain't got to do any more. You're ready. You're ready right now. The cards say you're either realizing that or you're just like starting to have an inkling of it, or maybe you needed to hear me tell you you're ready right now. It is time to move out of preparation mode and into starting mode. And some of that you may be resisting because just straight up you like the preparation stage. You feel safe in the preparation stage. A lot of the people I work with really love being students. We love learning about our craft. We love going and gathering more certifications. We are like little praise kink certification gold star sticker junkies. We want all the A's. We want all the head pats. We want to go somewhere where there are right answers. Like we really know how to navigate those environments. So we want to be in training mode, in student mode, in learning mode. We don't feel as safe in whatever this next level thing is that we want to go into. So if that's going all in on your business, if it's scaling your business, if it's increasing your visibility, if it's writing a book, if it's speaking on stages, there's this next level thing that you've been preparing for. Now it's time to actually do the thing. So it's going to be new. We're moving from the area where we're really familiar and we're really good at it and we have a lot of experience to the area where we feel more new and less safe. And that's why we've been resisting it, but it's time. We have everything we need to be successful. We are ready. We're just kind of holding ourselves back. The other reason that it can be hard sometimes to make this switch is that as long as you believe that you're not ready yet because The thing you need to get ready is outside of yourself. There's some perfect solution out there that you're going to find, and it's going to make you feel perfectly ready, and it's going to make you feel totally confident. That takes the pressure off. That means that you can just keep searching for it. And if you haven't found it yet, then you don't have to start. Versus the idea that your success is up to you and that you have to take all the raw materials that you already have, everything you already are, and go do something with it. That feels a little scarier, but that's where we're at right now. You've got to let go of the idea that there's something outside of you that's going to make you feel ready and just decide, you know what? I'm taking what I've got right now. I'm taking who I am right now, this body, this mind, this heart, this spirit right now, and I'm doing it. You have to let go of the idea that success is going to come later when you're more ready, and just accept that you have everything you need to be successful right now, just as you are. It is time to begin. And whether that beginning means you just have to make a small choice, you have to send an email, there's a conversation you need to have, you need to end some relationships, you need to turn down some jobs, you need to quit something, you need to free some space in your schedule, whatever it is, you need to do it. If it's that you need to get into some kind of coaching or mentorship for implementation versus continuing to invest in training for your craft, it's time to invest in a new kind of development, right? So maybe it's time, hello, I already invited you into some coaching programs, to stop investing in certifications for your skill and start investing in support for implementation with the thing you need to start. It's time. You can no longer think that whatever it is that you need to succeed is either behind you. Like, I missed my window. I should have done it back then, but I didn't do it. So now I can't. That's not true. I've got to do it later when things are better, when there's a more opportune time. That's not true either. It's now. It's here. You are more ready than you think. You don't need anything more to start. You just have to start. Everything else that you may need is going to show up in the right time and the right way when it needs to. But now is time for you to be brave, dig deep, surrender to the path, and start. Now, that piece about everything you're going to need is going to show up in the right time and the right way. That's really important, because sometimes the reason we hold ourselves back from taking step 1 is that we're really concerned because we can't see step 6 or step 7 or step 10. And we're like, well, how am I going to get to step 20 if I don't know what step 6 is? You're not supposed to know what step 6 is. There's no way to know what step 6 is until you get to at least step 4. You got to just get started. And that's really going to come in with this block. So what is the block to you believing that you have everything you need right now? It's spirals of manifestation. You feel like you're farther away than ever before, that success is out of reach. But that's because you're forgetting that manifestation and growth is not linear. It's a spiral. Life is not linear. It's a spiral. So you're trying to look straight ahead. You're trying to look at this like this is this linear, logical, step 1, step 2, step 3 path. And I can't see all the steps, so it must not be time yet. But that's because the thing you want is actually around the corner. It's a curved path. You need to trust that you're going to get moving on this little spiral path, and that you're just going to turn a corner and it's going to be there. It will just plunk into your reality. It's going to seem like it's out of nowhere, but it's not from out of nowhere. It's because all of the work you've been doing, all the effort you've been making, all of the ways you have been preparing have been working. You're a little stuck in the 3D right now. You're being very unmagical, babe. You're trying to see to believe. Everybody can do that. The basic bitchiest of basic bitch can see to believe. You're an alchemist. You've got to believe to see. It is your job to believe it first, then you will see it. We know that that's how manifestation works. We know that that is the order of reality. You have to believe it first, no matter what the 3D is showing you. It's your job to believe that the thing you want is possible, it's coming, it's right around the corner, and you hold fast to that belief and you act like you know it's true, and the next thing you know, it's true. But right now, if you've been focused on, well, I don't see it yet. I'm not seeing the opportunities. I'm not seeing the people who can help me. I'm not seeing the path. I'm not seeing what all the steps are, so it must not be there. You're focused on the wrong thing. You might also be being a little impatient. and you're feeling like your idea of timing is superior to divine timing. You're thinking, I should be there already. It should be happening already. I should be making all the money already. I should be seeing all the clients already. I should be farther along by now. And you're thinking you should be seeing things now because you want to see them now. But if you're not seeing it, it's because you're not supposed to see it yet. That's how that works. If you were supposed to be seeing it, you would be. But you're not seeing it. So your focus is on, why isn't it here yet? You're focused on the lack. You're focused on the gap. That is taking you out of your manifestation bag, and you know it. You know you can't focus on the lack and the absence and why it's taking so long and why you feel so stuck and expect to see different results. That's not how that works. Your job is to act like it's handled. It's handled. Babe, it's handled, right? Hey, can you do that thing for me? It's handled. It's already done. When we think it's handled, we move differently. We're not obsessed about it anymore. We're not wondering why it's not here yet. It's handled. When you place an order at a restaurant, you tell the waiter comes by, they say, what would you like? You say, I want the burger. You don't then reorder the burger every time the waiter walks by and start getting stressed out that your burger's not there yet and go back into the kitchen yourself and ask if they're making your burger. They're going to kick you out. You order the burger, you trust that it's handled, and then you just enjoy your time. You chat with your friend, you drink your beverage, you wait because you know the order's put in. That's how that works. That's how everything works. That's how the universe works. It is your job to trust that the order's been placed and it's handled, and move like you know that's true. You have to trust that it is unfolding perfectly, whether you see it yet or not. There's no point in rushing to the bus stop. If you rush to the bus, congratulations, you got there early. Now you just have to wait for the bus. Your timing is unfolding with divine timing, with the timing of the whole world, with the paths of others. You can't be late and you can't be early. You are on time all the time. As Gandalf says, a wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. So, you've got to stop focusing on why it isn't here yet. That's the block. That's what's making you believe you're not good. Okay, and this is a thing. Hold on. I said I wasn't going to go on too many tangents. I'm going to try. This is a thing I see a lot. Because a lot of people mistakenly believe that A, money comes from hard work, and that B, if you're good at things, you're going to naturally make a lot of money from them, right? Like Hollywood movies kind of fuck us up with this. Like if you're a good singer, you're just going to be like singing in your bathroom and a talent scout is going to walk past your window and he's going to be like, oh my God, the voice of an angel. And he's going to pluck you out of obscurity. There's going to be a montage and then you're just going to be famous. And when that doesn't happen to us, we're like, well, I must not be that good at singing. So I've got to go work harder on that because if I was really good at it, I'd be making money. That's not how it works. That's not real. You being really good at something alone in obscurity when nobody knows that you're doing the thing and you're not promoting yourself and you're not putting it out there and you're not telling people, hey, I'm really good at this thing. You're not offering the thing to people. You're not selling the thing. Nobody knows you're good at it. So they're not buying it. So then you're going, well, nobody's buying from me. So I must not be good at the thing. No, nobody's buying from me because I'm not telling anybody I have something for sale. That's how that works. So sometimes we get really confused about the fact that, like, if I'm not seeing the business success that I want, it must mean I'm not that good at the thing I do and I have to improve that. That's not what it is. It's mostly that you're not sharing it freely and widely enough. You're not go and telling it on the mountain to everyone that you have a thing available. You're not sharing as big as you need to share for people to see it. That's your job. Stop focusing on why it isn't there yet. Trust that it's handled, that it's showing up at any second. Act like it's showing up any second and keep moving. So what is the gift that's unlocked when you just decide that you're going to act like it's handled? Act like success is already yours. Act like your success is inevitable. The power of attraction. That's the gift. All the wonders, all the beauty, all the adventures that you've been craving, all the success that you've been looking for are going to show up when you do that. Then, when you do that, it becomes time to play in the realm of fertility, playing in the realm of transformation with an open heart and an open mind. Now, this is important. You don't have to know where it's all going to lead. Again, you can't possibly know. You just have to let the energy of growth and abundance flow naturally and richly within you and around you. So when all of the manifestations start showing up, don't contract, because you're going to be tempted to. You're going to get into the idea of like, like your old thoughts are going to come up. I want too much out of life. I'm dreaming too big. I'm asking for too much. Can I really do this? You're being cautioned. Don't let that happen. First of all, there are stages to creation. You have to build one piece at a time. You can't be focused on the decorations for your house before you've done the foundations and the framing. Don't get too focused on the future. So what's going to happen? You're going to start to decide that it's handled, that your success is inevitable. You're going to start moving like that's true. Then the manifestations are going to start coming. Don't immediately jump into the future again and go, okay, well, now what about step 7? What about step 8? How am I going to do the next part? Stay present. Enjoy each phase as it comes. Your dreams are a work in progress. You are a work in progress. That's what you're supposed to be. So you're going to start getting some results. Your manifestations are going to start popping. Do not get impatient when those results start showing up and start to worry that you need more. Start to say it's not happening fast enough. Start to doubt yourself. Your job, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is that when each success comes, when each manifestation comes, you celebrate. Even the small ones. You keep going with trust. Now, this is really important, right? Because I told you mantra 1 is handled. I placed my order, it's handled. Mantra 2 is proof that it's working. Proof that it's working. I got 1 sale, that's proof that it's working. 1 person I reached out to about a partnership emailed back, proof that it's working. I took 1 step, proof that it's working. 1 new follower, proof that it's working. We have a tendency sometimes to write our successes off as not good enough, not big enough, don't count. Oh, I made a sale, but I didn't make a big enough sale, so it doesn't count. Oh, I made 5 sales, but my launch goal is 20 sales, doesn't count. Nope. Proof that it's working. Your job when the manifestations start rolling in is not to discredit them. Don't go back into the shrinking. Don't go back into the saying you're not ready yet. You cannot do that. The manifestations are going to start showing up and you need to take every single one as proof that it's working. When I lean right there, so I'm in a hotel room right now. You see that? That's a bucket of champagne. Your girl celebrates. I will pop a bottle of champagne for a single sale, for a single new person in my world. I am celebrating. That made me sound like I drink a lot. I really don't. And I'll get personal bottles. But this is really, really important. Entrepreneurs sometimes really struggle with celebrations. A lot of the people I work with are high achievers and they do not celebrate anything. And what that ends up making things feel like is that you're never making any progress and that nothing is happening. But a lot of the time, it's not that nothing is happening. It's that you're not stopping to appreciate everything that's happening. And so it ends up feeling really hard and really thankless. It's not because it is, it's because you're being a really shitty boss to yourself. You are not giving yourself the opportunity to pause and bask in the goodness that is being offered to you. And that is your job. So once the manifestations start manifesting, your job is to celebrate every single success and go, this is proof that it's working. This is proof that the next bigger thing is just around the corner. Keep going with trust. Let each small win give you more faith that the next win is coming. Now, the other thing that's really important is that the manifestations are going to start coming. And we think that we want that, but you know what it's actually going to feel like? It's going to feel like being a big fish in a small pond who is moving on, and now you're a small fish in a big pond again. New level, new devil. It's going to take some getting used to. You thought once you started being successful, you were going to feel like you arrived. And like you did arrive, but surprise, what you arrived in is a bigger pond. And now you're a small fish again. So all of these relationships and opportunities are going to show up to help you at this next level. But increased visibility means increased positive attention and sometimes increased attention we don't like as much, haters on social, people with negative shit to say, pushback. It's going to be your job at this new level to believe in your dream and keep going, even if you encounter some pushback. So sometimes we're holding ourselves back. We don't want to step into the new level, maybe because we think we're not ready yet, maybe because we're a little bit afraid of what the next level of visibility is going to feel like. We decide, fuck it, I'm going for it. I'm ready right now. I can handle this. We start acting like it's handled. The manifestation comes in, and what does manifestation look like? It looks like going viral and waking up to 100 negative comments. And you're like, oh my God, I thought I was ready, but I'm not ready for that. I want to contract and shut it all back down. You cannot. You're going to have to titrate. You're going to have to calibrate to your next level of visibility. You're going to have to learn how to keep yourself going, even in the face of discomfort, even in the face of pushback. You have to trust, even then, that you're going to attract whatever it is that you need to bring your dreams to fruition. It is your job to remain open, to remain trusting, and to keep receiving, to keep celebrating the unfolding of your experiences. So, how do you deal with people in your life during this time? Releasing allegiances. So you remember how I said this period is going to feel like you're going from being a small fish in a big pond to a big fish in a small pond? You have gained everything you needed from the small pond. There are some people and some relationships in your last level. And when you start moving into this bigger pond, there's new fish there. You're going to have to leave some of the old fish behind. You have completed many cycles in the vibrational frequency that you're currently at and that you are leaving. You have earned the right to step out of this frequency, out of the habits, relationships, and possibilities that are limited to that frequency. This card literally says you're stepping into new connections, new relationships, and new experiences at a higher turn on the spiral of manifestation, right? You were at this circle with these people. Now you're about to be at this circle. Some of these people can't come with you. There's new people here, right? All those steps you feel like you can't see yet, you can't see them because you're not on this circle yet. Once you get here, new opportunities, new connections, new relationships, new experiences. You can't see them from here. So you've got to fully step into this new pond. You got to meet these new fish. And some of these fish can't come with you. And that's going to be hard. So we have to release our allegiances to these relationships. Something that I have really dealt with in my own life and that a lot of my clients have dealt with is this feeling of like, when I level up, I know there are friendships that are not going to come with me, and I'm scared of that. There are going to be people who can't be happy for me. A lot of women and femmes know that once they actually get really big and really successful, they're going to lose their marriage. They're going to lose their life partnership. They know that there are people in their life who will not be able to celebrate their success. They know that there are people in their life who will not be able to go with them. Really just straight up simple for me for a long time, it was just drugs. It was like, I can't do the things I need to do and kick it with y'all and do drugs every night. I can't get drunk every night. I can't party all night every night. I actually want to get up early. I want to go to the gym. I want to meditate. I want to go do stuff with my day. I want to start working on the next level of my life. And y'all don't want to do that. You only want to hang out with me in this one scenario. And so it's on me. If I'm going to elevate myself, I have to leave. I have to literally separate myself. I would love it if you guys would come with me, but you're not going to. And I have to let those people go. So you may really be feeling that. There's some people that you've been with who are negative, who are trapped in scarcity consciousness, who think that it's impossible for you to be an entrepreneur. If you're already an entrepreneur, they think it's impossible for you to make $1 million. They're the kind of people who are going to tell you you're being crazy, you're being too big. They make you feel judged. You're like, oh, if I like start doing the content I want to do on social media, or if I start a podcast, if I start speaking on stages, these people are going to like make me feel weird. There's a car alarm going off. I'm going to take it as spiritual confirmation that somebody needed to hear that. There is some reason that some of these people, like the relationship that you have with them keeps you at this same cycle. You've got to step away. You've got to step away from those people. You've got to just let them go. So when you hit this new level, there's going to be new people, new relationships, new connections. But first, before you get to those people, you have to focus on you. You see the figure on this card, she's like holding herself. You've been really outwardly focused, I think, on these relationships and with these people, trying to make them happy, trying to make them like you, trying to make them feel comfortable around you, trying to make them feel good, thinking about what they're going to think, what they're going to like. It's time to let those people go. And you need to reconnect with yourself. You need an inwardly focused period to really reconnect with yourself and your inner journey. And this is not about loneliness. I want to be really clear. It's not like, oh, you're going to let all these people go and you're like, oh, now I'm so lonely because these people were all I had. No, bitch, you're all you have. And you've been abandoning you to be with them. Now, what you need to do is focus on being with you, really pouring into, nurturing, reconnecting the most important relationship you have in your life, which is you with you. You need purposeful time apart from others where you are full of yourself, where you are full with yourself, where you're focused on self discovery, your own creativity, your own self expression. What do I like right now? What am I like right now? What's really important to me right now? What makes me happy right now? It's a time to really be just like pouring into yourself. You're taking yourself on dates. You're taking yourself to museums. You're going and getting your own cup filled. You're getting massages. Go get your hair cut. Like, go to the gym. Read the books you've been meaning to read. Spend time in nature by yourself. You may even need a beat apart from your healthy relationships to replenish your spirit. You need to ground into your own body. You need a beat for self-love, for paying attention to yourself, nurturing yourself, being with yourself, a time to focus your attention inward and spend quality time with you. You will emerge from this period feeling renewed, feeling clearer about who you are, right? You got to kind of like recalibrate your vibration for the bigger pond. Because if you've been in this old vibration hanging out with these other people, you're kind of calibrated to their vibe right now. So you got to step away, right? So we're imagining here's this cycle of vibration is with these old fish. The next one, the bigger pond is out here. This middle ring is you by yourself, a little buffer zone, doing the inner work to recalibrate to the current vibration, who you are now, what feels positive for you now. And when you emerge, when you come out of this, you're going to feel clearer about your journey, about who you're for and who you're not for, and clearer about what you will and won't tolerate in relationships at your next level. This oracle has two confirmations for you. The first is that the work you've been doing on yourself is working, and that's why you're here right now. The level of self-love that you have is growing because of the work you've been doing on yourself. Your ability to consciously love others is growing because of the work you've been doing on yourself. So some of these connections that you have are going to be able to mature with you, and others simply will not be able to. And you're going to know which is which because you'll be able to feel it. The second confirmation is, and this, it says this straight in the book. I'm not making this up. This is not a sales pitch. It's just a confirmation. If you've been contemplating joining a group program or a mastermind where you can be with new people who are also on this journey and at your new level, this oracle confirms that would be really healthy and supportive for you right now. And then finally, there's a situation that is either happening now or is going to happen when you start releasing these allegiances, when you start releasing these relationships, where you're going to need to have your own back and stand with what you know to be true. So this may be pushback from some of these people who don't want you to leave your current level. They want you to stay. They don't want you to move away from these relationships. They don't want you to put yourself out there. They don't want you to do the thing you say you're going to do. It can be people telling you that the thing that you're doing isn't right. They're trying to talk you out of it. They want you to do something else instead. It is going to be your job to stay aligned with your goals and with what you know to be true. Anything that doesn't feel right for you is a no for you right now. And that might change later. It also might not. But either way, right now, your job is to back yourself and do not give in to the opinions of others, no matter how highly you would have rated that opinion in the past. So if there's a person who, like, in the past, if they came to you and said, I don't think you should do this thing, I think you should do this instead, you would have listened to them. You would have given in to that emotional pressure. You cannot do that this time. You are breaking with an outdated belief system. You are breaking with an old mode of operating, and you must be there for yourself right now because you're on the right path. So, advice from your spirit guides. What you want wants you. Something I tell my clients all the time, something I say all the time. Our desires are not here to torture us. Anything we want it because we're meant to have it. The desires of your heart are the sacred purpose of your soul. If you want a big career, it's because you're meant to have it. If you want to reach a ton of people, it's because you're meant to reach a ton of people. If you want to write a book that's wildly successful, it's because your book is meant to reach a lot of people. Whatever it is you want it because you're meant to have it. So if you have been shamed or judged or made to feel guilty about your desires, which most of us have, if you've been made to feel guilty about what makes you happy, what brings you pleasure, which most of us have, you might have a tricky relationship with your own desire. Your desires are not something that need to be overcome or avoided or justified. The other thing that I see a lot of people do when they have a tricky relationship with their own desire is they try to settle. And they say, well, I want to make 7 figures in my business, but I would settle for just getting to 300K. Why? Because you've been taught that what you actually want is bad. It's greedy. You're not allowed to want that. Or that's too big for you. That's impossible. You're never going to get that. So before you can even say the thing you want, you start trying to say, but I would settle for, right? You start trying to talk yourself out of it. Nah. Your spirit guides want you to knock that shit off. Your spirit guides want you to know what you want wants you too. Do not settle. Do not believe any story, whether it's you telling you the story or someone else. Do not believe any story that you are unworthy of the thing you really want. Don't buy into the idea that getting what you want is something that's for other people and not for you. You need to trust what you want. No substitutions, no settling, but the thing that would make you truly feel passionate and fulfilled. Trust what you truly want. Now, if you don't even know what the thing is you truly want right now, you're like, well, I know I want something, but I don't know what it is. It might be something small, like I just want to write. I want to sing. I want to help animals. Start with what you know. If you genuinely don't know, right? I'm seeing people who maybe you're coming out of and this spiral of manifestation, like a big, long relationship. And you're like, I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't even know what I like. I've been so focused on being the other half of somebody. If you don't even know what you want right now, then start focusing on exploring your desires by making gentle inquiries of yourself. Just ask yourself, what sounds fun? What feels good? What moves me? And just keep asking and acting on the information you get back. Journal it, try it out, right? You're like, what sounds fun? And just the answer that comes is getting to the beach sounds really fun. Get yourself to the beach, act on it, and see what happens. Don't force anything, but keep asking. And when you get an answer, act on it. As you start giving yourself permission to feel and act on your desires, it's going to kick a powerful sequence into motion. The universe is going to start sending your desire toward you. The second you start moving toward it, it starts moving toward you because what you want wants you too. So you just keep focusing on the fulfillment of your desires. But don't think of it as being something that's happening far off in the future because remember, it's handled. The order is placed. The food is on the way. You already told them what you wanted. They're bringing it over. So you got to start focusing. We all know, say it with me. What do you focus on when you're manifesting? What it feels like to have it right now. So if you feel like when you have this thing you really want, you're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel more relaxed. You're going to feel more trusting. You're going to feel sexier. You're going to feel more secure. Whatever it is that you think you're going to feel when you have the thing, you can start feeling that way right now. So practice feeling that way right now. Don't wait until you have the thing to feel that way because that keeps it forever in the distance. Feel that way right now. Now, if there's anyone in your life who shuts you down, who suggests that what you want isn't possible, who says that you're aiming too high, remember that releasing allegiances? That's one of the people who cannot come with you. Those people got to go. You cannot talk to them about what you're building. Remember, anyone who does that anyone who feels the need to like bring you down a peg, it's because they need this healing really badly. They have a really shameful relationship with their own desires. They are really shamed. They are really guilty. They feel really small about their own desires. So when they see you reaching, they go, uh-oh, don't do that. That's dangerous. They need this healing too. So possibly the most healing, inspiring, beneficial thing you can do for them is for you to give yourself permission to heal your relationship with desire and go after what you want. Them getting to see you declare what you want and go for it might open them up to the idea that maybe they could do the same thing. Now, whether they do it or not is up to you, because haters going to hate, right? So they may decide to not be inspired by you. They may decide to be mad. They may decide to say, you think you're too good for everybody now. They may decide to talk shit about you behind your back and say, I can't believe they did that. I can't believe they left us. I can't believe they think they're going to make $1 million. Let them do whatever they're going to do. You just keep focusing on what you're trying to do. Hating hoes ain't happy and happy hoes ain't hating, or whatever the fuck Dr. Seuss said. I'm pretty sure Dr. Seuss said that. Your spirit guides want you to know that whether you can see what you want coming or not, your desire is already on its way to you. That spiral of manifestation. It is closer than you think. It is literally just around the corner, and soon you're going to have it. And you know what's going to happen when you have it? You'll be excited for like 2 minutes, and then you'll say, now I just want the next thing. And you'll be focused on the next thing, and we'll be here all over again. Final message. How do we bring all of this into form? The card we got is Visions of Life Beyond Death. Right now, you are being blessed with the ability to truly see what's real. What used to be really important to you is not going to feel so important to you anymore. What used to seem really insignificant or just annoying might reveal itself to have greater significance. And I do think, based on this reading, that this is about people. Like, these people, these thoughts, these patterns, these behaviors that used to hold you back, where you're like, oh, I can't do what I want because so-and-so won't be happy, so-and-so won't like it, that relationship will end. You're like, I don't care. You're coming into a place where you're like, that is not as important as me going after what I want. Or you used to downplay it and be like, oh, it's not that big a deal that this person makes me feel really insecure. And suddenly you're going to be like, oh no, it's actually a really big deal. I cannot have you around me. You're starting to just see what's real, what's actually important. This is a sacred terrain. This is outside of the world of logic. The more open you are to being connected to that type of vision, your true vision, the more love you're going to feel and recognize within you and around you. You're going to recognize that even people leaving your life, even making major changes that are difficult, there's love in that too. So if you have been wondering about your life path, you've been wondering whether you should take on a project, take on an action, or you've been feeling like you need inspiration to move out of a slump, the message of this card, the message from your spirit guides is hope. You are going to receive the vision. You're going to be gifted a way out of this stagnancy. You're going to start to see things differently. I also want to tell you again about being around people. And this reading confirmed, if you've been thinking about joining a group, getting into a group coaching program, getting into a mastermind, one of the biggest benefits about that is being able to see things differently, because you're around people with different perspectives than the people you've been kicking it with. I'm telling you right now, get into a room where you're the brokest person in the room. Get into a room where you're the dumbest person in the room. We might feel really good in the rooms where we're the richest person in the room. We might feel really good when we're the smartest person in the room, but that's not where growth happens. When you're doing the best out of your circle, cool. Go get into a circle where you are at the bottom, because it's going to inspire you. You need to hear people who are 6 steps ahead of you on the path. You need to hear people who have gotten to the place that you're trying to go. You need to hear people who are 2 steps ahead of you on the path. You need to go in and be like, y'all, am I crazy? Because I'm thinking about this, and have someone say, oh no, girl, I went through that last year. That is the benefit of being in a mastermind, specifically like in a group coaching program with other people at different stages who have done the thing you're trying to do, who have already been the places you're trying to go. So this thing about like getting out of the rooms that you're in the level that you're at with the people that you're around, and get around some people who can show you new ways to see things, who can open your mind to new perspectives, who can show you that different things are possible. That is really important for you right now. A confusion that you have been feeling is going to pass, and you're going to have clear insight on what you're supposed to do. The stories you've been telling yourself about who you are, about what's possible for you, they're going to start to look different to how they appear right now or how they have appeared in the past. Something that's really important is like, you know, that Scooby-Doo meme where like you pull off the mask and it's you under the mask, like it was me all along. You're going to realize that it's actually been you that's been holding you back. You've been saying it's these other people. You've been saying it's your circumstances. You've been saying it's your obstacles. You're going to realize it was you. It's the way you've been talking to yourself. It's the fact that you keep telling yourself you're not ready. How long have you been telling yourself you're not ready? You're going to be like, oh shit, it was me all along. I was holding me back. I was deluding myself about my life. I was telling myself it wasn't working. I was telling myself it wasn't happening. I was telling myself I wasn't making any progress. I was telling myself I was doing it to make sure that the people in my life were okay and that they were happy. Whatever it is you've been telling yourself is the reason you're not moving, you're going to have the realization like, oh shit, no, it was me. And you're going to be a little embarrassed, right? There's going to be a little ego dent when you're like, damn, I could have made all this progress way sooner. This is important to know. No, you couldn't have. That feeling of like, I'm a little embarrassed at how I've been moving and how I've been thinking, that is just a sign that you're outgrowing your old vision in order to live in your newer, more expansive vision. It's like watching your like videos from 10 years ago. It's like reading your journal entries from high school. That little bit of embarrassment of like, oh, I can't believe that I was thinking that. To be able to cringe at your past self is only proof of how much you've grown. So no cringe, just like that's where I was at that moment. Bless my little heart. Look at how sweet I was. Look how cute I was. Look how human I was. Look at how hard I was trying. Bless past me's heart. Don't be embarrassed. You were where you needed to be during the time that you needed to be there. Your timing is still always perfect. You can't be early to the bus. Your guides also want you to know that you are held in protection. Whatever it is you've been afraid of, if there's a reason that you've been holding yourself back because you're afraid of something, it's not going to harm you. You're going to be protected. You're going to be okay. When you shift how you look at things, the things you're looking at shift. So whatever it is you've been concerned about, you need to look for ways to see it differently. First of all, look at it through the eyes of love rather than fear, right? What if the most loving thing to do is to let this go? What if the most loving thing to do is to back myself? What if the most loving thing I can do is go get myself the support that I need to take my next step? Whatever it is that you've been looking at through the eyes of fear, concern, doubt, look at them through the eyes of love and take the next loving step. That's what's going to shift it. You're waiting for it to shift on its own before you shift? No. Change how you look at it, change how you're relating to it, and then it will change. Keep seeking love. Keep moving in the direction of what's true for you, and you will be headed in the right direction. How about that? So our shadow, what is the shadow work for this? The shadow card is fate, y'all. We are forgetting that A, what's meant for us cannot miss us, but B, that we create our own fate. We can't just sit at the house and wait for it. We have to go out there and get it. This card is a reminder that you create your own fate. While some lessons and experiences are inescapable, we have free will and choice within the life that we are given. That does not always equal fairness. We do not all start life from the same footing, but nonetheless, every choice we make matters. From this place, we can approach the creation of our life in an empowered way. Fate is seen as a malleable thing with some fixed aspects. It's a thing we can weave. You can weave fate, tend the threads. This card asks you to get clear on the fate you are weaving. This card is big picture and all about vision. It asks, what are you working toward? What are you saying no to? When we say no, we are saying no to all of the experiences that would unfold in the aftermath. Both the yes and the no are powerful when we're creating our reality. So again, this shadow work, the way that you've been holding yourself back, the way you've been telling yourself it's not working, you're not ready, that's how you're working with your fate right now. That's you telling yourself no to all of the people, all of the opportunities, all of the money, all the people you would help, all of the people you would reach, all of the amazing experiences you would have if you started saying yes. That's what you're doing with your fate right now. You get to make the decision about whether you're going to keep saying no to your next level or whether you're going to start saying yes and see what happens. Conversely, all of the people you've been saying yes to who are holding you back, are you saying no to the opportunities, the money, the reach, the impact that you've been wanting to have for your future? Pay very careful attention. Your shadow work for the season, pay very careful attention to your yeses and your nos. That's your job. I hope that this reading was beneficial for you. I would love to hear your thoughts. Couple of reminders. If you're listening to this and you're like, fuck it, let's get it, let's go. I want help. You're already at 6 figures. You want to scale. The place for you is Powerhouse Mastermind. I want you to come to Scaling Simplified on May 12th, 10 a.m. PST. There will be a replay. Go to intuitiveedgecoaching.com/simplified. That event is pay what you want. You can come for free. You can pay $10. You can pay me $10,000. It's pay what you want. If you are just getting started, you have not hit 6 figures yet, and that's your next financial goal, your next milestone goal is get established in my business, get myself up and running. The place for you is the 6-Figure Business Accelerator, www.intuitiveedgecoaching.com/accelerator. If you want to get into that group of people who are on the path, people who are farther along on the path, people who know that the thing you're doing is not crazy, somebody who can ask you different questions than you're asking yourself and get you to see things differently, that's why you need a good coach, because the quality of the questions that you're asking determines the quality of your life. No cap. All right. So that's what's happening there. If you're listening on the podcast, thank you for being here. Come find me on Instagram at Inner Game of Entrepreneurship or at Intuitive Edge Coaching, preferably both. Give me a follow on both places. Shoot me a DM. Let me know how this reading was for you. Okay, love you. Bye.
That's our episode for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this. I know there are so many things that you could be doing with your day, so many things you could be listening to, and it means so much that you are here in this community. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment, share it on social media, and tag me at Intuitive Edge Coaching. Share it with a biz bestie who you think needs to hear it and will appreciate it. And take a moment to to subscribe, and to leave a 5-star review wherever you are listening. It helps me grow this show, and it helps us grow and sustain this brilliant community of entrepreneurs dedicated to doing the inner work. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, love you. Bye.